I might be a little biased against this guy. I am personally invested with him, so I have a bit of a vendetta, and maybe that is why I'm making this video. Maybe I'm not. Maybe that's not why. But anyway, quick disclaimer, if you are trying to sue me or for defamation or any of that stuff, I have nothing to give you, because this is just my opinion, not facts. So please do not sue me, because I have nothing to give you. I'm just here to help people in the stock market. I have been there, and it is rough. You don't know who to believe. You don't know the future, and it's hard to predict the future. Nobody is Houdini. Even though these people on YouTube and these hedge fund managers tell you, it's not the case. Okay? This is going to be a series dissecting these people on YouTube and hedge fund managers, like their traits that could lead them to make faulty decisions in the stock market. The first guy I'm going to be covering is Chamath Palihapitiya. Now, Chamath is, my big thing with him is he is a bit of an egocentric person. His thing is what makes him look good. If you look at him with Warren Buffett, the legend himself, Mr. Buffett, who is pictured here. Now, Chamath wants to be like the Oracle so bad. As seen in this article, he says nobody's going to listen to Buffett. Buffett doesn't have the energy to say what he said 30 and 40 years ago in 2021. Well, obviously, he's an old man. Anybody who sees him on TV can see that. While yes, Warren Buffett is an old man, he still has had many successes in this last year. For example, Bank of America, BYD in China, Barrick Gold. As far as Warren Buffett goes, he's consistently comparing himself to Warren Buffett. He says, oh, Warren Buffett's the GOAT. He should just sit down and enjoy it. But yes, he is old. He is still a successful person, and people are going to listen to him. Now, this is just one of the many examples of Chamath's ego. Chamath is a very smart guy. He's had several successes, but some of them were not so good. If you look at one of them in particular that stands out from the rest as a total shit show, it's Glove Health. Glove Health, I remember doing research on Glove Health, and it was like looking at a third grade PowerPoint when I was for their investor presentation and everything. So don't take just because he's had successes, several things. Don't think everything he does is good. Maybe his ego led him to do Global Health. You got to think that as well. But I didn't really look into this guy. I looked into his previous successes with Open Door, Virgin Galactica, and this was right before the burst of the SPAC bubble. His whole thing is he is the man. That's what he loves. But you know, another big one is he can't take negative feedback. The sign of a narcissist is somebody who cannot take criticism. And if you follow his Twitter, you'll notice the ego is running wild. He's constantly blocking people. He's constantly deleting comments. And that solidifies me that he cannot take negative feedback. I'm sure he has a lot of people working for him that tell him, oh, this ain't going to work. This plan ain't going to work. He's got to have that, or it's just not going to work for him. He might do something stupid like Global Health. You got to tell me, out of everyone on that SPAC, that somebody did not tell him that that is not working. His ego must have ran that show for Global Health. Thirdly, since the SPAC bubble has burst in February, if you have not noticed, Chamath has gone silent. We barely hear from that man. Back before, it was every day, it was something else. He was the man. Chamath. But now, since February, not even a peep, not even a squeal. His investors in his SPACs aren't going to like that. Bill Ackman, to his credit, when PSTH was not fizzled out with their music deal in Tennessee. He was out there every day. Oh, this is what happened. It just did not work. Chamath, when the Equinox thing happened, which was a total FUD, he didn't even say anything about it. And it was just, that's all I'm going to say, you know. I was just critique these guys like Chamath. He is an ego guy, in my opinion. And he could have made faulty investments based on his ego.